What's going on, everybody? This is Deckplate Tone with another video. Shout out to my Deckplate Champions. A lot of my subscribers, they always talk about joining the Navy. And some of them, they talk about the benefits, they talk about the pay, they talk about all these things. And I think they are eventually leading to, or I think what their ultimate goal is, they want to be successful, right? They want to do something and find fulfillment in their lives, right? So excuse me, by the way, I'm gonna be cooking. I gotta find some time to make videos and stuff. So bear with me, all right? Hopefully you guys don't be trolling me too much while I'm cooking and whatnot. But anyway, all right, so a lot of people want to be successful and stuff, and that's why they be eventually joining the Navy. They want to be successful. They want to take care of their family. They want to do all these things. And recently I've been seeing a whole bunch of videos with the people in the Navy. This one video, like this video right here. This video right here, this sailor, man, I don't know, at some point in time she joined the Navy and she probably thought to herself, she was gonna be like, a breakout star, successful or whatever, or she probably just joined because her family wanted her to. But she's been going crazy, out of control, and I've been thinking about that lately. Like, damn, why do those people join? And she probably is from a nice family and really no need to. And I think about like all those other guys. Like it was another guy. If you check this guy out right here.
If you're celebrating the death of Charlie Kirk, you're a bad person. You're going to hell. Charlie Kirk. The off-ramp to the high road is closed. We are not going to be made to feel bad about y'all shit hero.
She talking about what are we?
Maybe he had no business being there in the first place. But I'm sure all of them, one thing they have in common is they wanted to join to better their life, right? Somewhere down the line. Nobody don't really join and be thinking like, all right, I'm gonna just destroy my lives. But some of them, they end up doing that. I don't know why, but I just try to think back to like, is it really worth it? Like, should you be doing it just for that, like to better your life? And then when you get in, like, who knows, like if your life would be better, right? Some things I've been thinking about, like I'll take me as an example, right? Will be the blank template. Damn, I did not mean to get this one right here. This silicone one, shit. I meant to get a metal one, but anyway, we're gonna figure that one out. Anyway, I've been thinking about my life, right? Like here I am, I'm more of a senior leader in the Navy now, and I'm somewhat of a, guy that you guys reach out to, you trust, and we, trade stories here and there, back and forth. But I'm thinking to myself, like, I'm still that guy that has fallacies, right? Still, like find myself, like, even though I have some success, I still find myself in areas and points in my life where I'm failing. I'm failing and failing. So I'll be thinking like, all right, does the Navy, or does join the military for that factor, does it make you successful? All right. And I've been pondering that a lot lately. Lately, I haven't made as much videos and stuff. And some of it is just because I've been having this like back and forth with my personality, my feelings, my emotions and things like that. And I've been really thinking, I got a feeling that some of you guys also go through this same type of stuff on a regular, right? Because there's one thing I know, everybody wants to be successful. Everybody wants to be happy. Everybody wants to feel like at the end of the day, they succeeded. And I think that's why some of you guys are looking at the videos and thinking like, man, I want to join the Navy, because sometimes you be thinking like, man, like, I want to feel that sense of accomplishment and whatnot. Right. And I'll tell you this right now. Right. You can have that sense of accomplishment and whatnot just being here. I see a lot of guys, they first join brand new, and they wear the uniform, they be in A school, they graduate boot camp, take all the pictures and stuff. They feel super accomplished, super happy. Usually their families, if they're backing them, they feel so good about everything, and then they do something stupid and get in trouble, right? And I can tell you that it's not just them, right? You seen the guys in the other video, and then you see, and then I'm gonna tell you a secret, right? Sometimes I'm that guy too, right? The guy that get in trouble, the guy that fails, the guy that doesn't do everything right, the guy that doesn't do everything he's supposed to, right? And I tell you, man, it's not really a good feeling all the time. All right. Lately, I feel like I've been failing in some things, but I just think that I just go back and I think about like how do you pick up, right? Because here's the truth. Here's the truth. Some guys are not actually gonna join the military, and sometimes, like your remedy or whatnot for whatever you may be feeling, it's not actually joining the Navy. Sometimes your remedy is actually, getting some discipline, feeling a little bit of self-worth and all this stuff, whatever that might be. Sometimes it could be the Navy. I have a friend right now. I think he's pretty successful, but he still wants to join. And I think about like his motivations all the time. Like, damn, like you're good to go, nice family, you got all the reason to do right, and you're doing right, and then you want to go and join this. And am I saying that it's a bad thing to join the military? No, not at all. But it is a little bit tough. But I think, like, man, like if I take that guy for an example, like it's like, damn, like, do you want to risk that, right? Do you need to risk it, right? Do you need the risk like sacrificing the family and that time away from your friends and alienating yourself from people that are not in the military? Because here's the thing, once you join this stuff, any branch of the military, you got a lot of people in your family that may have joined at one point in time. All right, it's all good if they're in it right now because you get to connect with that family, right? But those who are not, damn, this right here is burning right here. This is that flame boil Burger King joint right here. But and I hopefully don't burn it, right? But you get some people that's like in it, hopefully you got a cousin or uncle or family members that's in it. This is Worcestershire sauce right here. This is the game changer for burgers, right? And then for the most part though, most of your family is not in it, right? So you end up at the risk of not talking to your family, having family members who don't quite understand everything that you're going through when you go through stuff. For example, right, you could have some family members that never really dealt with a deployment before, and you could be going through on the deployment side. Perfect example. I was on deployment, right, and we had started getting inbound missile threats to our command. And at that time, I was like, oh, hell no. Like, we got missile bound threats. And I was kind of, I was worried. And my family, they got wind of it. And then my brother, he's like, oh, man, like, this can't be happening to my brother. And I didn't really want no sympathy from it, but I just wanted, like, hey, family, this is what's going on with me. Hold on, I think this needs a little bit more season. All right, so, hey, family, this is what's going on with me. Get off the fire and whatnot. All right, so, and my brother, man, I can't lie, he went and I guess he took it to a bar, He's feeling like, that's my brother. This is my brother going through that. And he went, got drunk, got crazy at the bar and stuff. And I'm like, damn, he don't even understand like what I'm going through. And then he's like, he's feeling what I should be feeling. Me, I was just thinking like, damn, I hope we go home tomorrow. Or, I hope we don't die today. But he's just, at the bar again, drunk, drowning his sorrows or whatever. But he didn't have that understanding. So when you join, man, like that's some of the stuff that you got to encounter. Your family not really understanding what the heck is going on. They don't really have a good understanding. So you might have that alienation or that I guess that misunderstanding. Then communication become a little challenge because you could be talking about this, and that, and like for instance deployment and the stress of those things, and then the only thing my brother's thinking is like, oh man, this is dangerous, whatever, right? But me and him ended up talking, and he's like, hey man, you done enough, you did your time, it's time to go home. And another thing and some stuff that you're giving up when you join the Navy, military, whatever, Marine, Army, like you can't just, hey man, I done enough, time for me to go home. That's why you see a lot of these people when they, I guess, do stuff and they don't like the way their chain of command goes or don't like people talking to them a certain way. That's why they end up getting in trouble because they like, I can't, they don't understand that you just can't take your ball and go home. So I'm trying to tell my brother, like, dude, honestly, I can't just up and leave because I've done enough. I'm still under contract, still got a few years on a contract, man. So we had a little bit of a disagreement and whatnot. And then I just really, didn't really talk to him as much, because sometimes, man, when we doing this, like, you feel a little bit alienated, and people that you used to talk to, you don't really talk to as much because they just don't understand. And it's hard to really connect with people that don't understand. Right? That's something that you getting into if you join the military, man. But it is for some people because your life can get better and things, but you don't really need the military to get better. But I think I get a sense what some of you guys think about, right? You wanna feel that sense of accomplishment. But what is accomplishment for you guys? All right. I think about that all the time. If I knew what I know now, I don't think I would join the military, and it's not because, um, I think, I think that the military hasn't helped me, but my issue, you know what my issue was? I lack discipline. I lack self confidence. I lack like a whole bunch of skills. Damn it, I can't get this up for nothing. I lacked a whole bunch of skills, and I had a little bit of self awareness, at least to know that I didn't want to continue to be the person that I was being. You know what I mean? I didn't want to continue to be that person that just wasn't really good for society, right? Yeah, that sucks. It sucks when you're not a useful person. So I think I understand what some of you guys might be going through here and there. Some of you guys, and I know not everybody's gonna say it, but sometimes you might feel like, you failing or you missing the mark or things like that. And some of you guys might think that like your option is join the military, but then what? You're gonna join the military and everything's gonna be all right? No. I think that sometimes your guys' issue is probably you just need to address some of your self confidence, right? Or even kill that bad habit that you might have, And I can tell you that because I have a lot of bad habits that I still need to fix with myself, right? Before I joined the military, I didn't know anything about time management, and I'm still a student now. The perfect example I can give you, I have a time management book, and it took me like 11 years to read the damn book, right? I finished it 11 years later. So that tells you how good my time management is, all right? So I'm still a student to it, but I appreciate you guys watching the videos and things. I appreciate you guys chopping it up, and I do appreciate spending time with you guys. I feel like I need to give you guys more, and I want to give you guys more of a real sense to some of the videos that I create. And also, I just want to connect with you guys on a more personal level because I don't want our relationship just to always be sort of like transactional. I make a video, give you information, and then we go on about our way. Because I actually care about you guys. I want you guys to win, just like I want my sailors to win, and I want people that I encounter to win. So when I make videos and stuff, I mean, like that's a part of the reason why I haven't been making as much. Thinking like, damn, like, are these guys finding some value in the stuff? Like, am I just making a video and then we go about our business? But I'm seeing more and more every day when I don't make videos. People are asking questions. People reaching out. Shout out to Travis, man. He texts me a lot. You know what I'm saying? And well, not a lot. I don't want to make him sound crazy, but he texts me here and there, and me and him keep in touch. Excuse me, damn, I almost died. Sorry, I just got to get a little. Yeah, but shout out to him and his family, and then the people over the years and stuff that been reaching out, man. I had a guy, Tony Hardy, like couple, what was it, like, damn, it's like a couple years now, or maybe last year. He used to always reach out, and we always found value, the live streams and all these things. I just want to get back to that, but just, you know, releasing the veil and talking to you guys a little bit more. Because here's one thing about me, and I probably portray myself that all the time. I'm not a perfect guy, you know, so um, a lot of times when I'm making these videos, I try to do all these cuts and edits and all these things that make it seem like, man, he got his stuff together. But the truth is, man, even though I'm in a Navy and a military, I'm still a person. You know what I mean? And me still being a person, I'm not that good. All right. Here, you know, I'm a Christian man trying to make it. You know what I'm saying? I'm a you know, senior Navy leader that, you know, sometimes I miss the mark. You know what I'm saying? I don't do everything right. You know, and then I'm a YouTuber that's trying to do something special. I'm trying to, you know, why do I make the content? I make the content because I want other people to, you know, just I want other people to figure it out. I want this to be a platform where we can talk and connect, and you know, we could talk about like things like this. You know what I mean? I mean, I know some people come for entertainment, education, and all that stuff. I don't think I'm that entertaining. I don't think I'm that educating and all that stuff too. But I got something to bring, you know. So that's why some of you guys watch it. So I really appreciate my Deckplate Champions, man. How you guys think these look? I'm trying to get that black thing on it. You know, the black charcoal when you make the hot dogs. It's not really working like that. I think I'm losing charcoal. I need to put more on there or something. But anyway. Um, Last thing I want to say, and I know this video is all over the place, but you got to think about it. Do you really actually need the military, man? Is it really about do you need the Navy, or do you actually just need to know what it is to win? I think for me, if I could go all back in time, I just needed to know what it means to win. You know, when I joined, you can see one of my other videos where I talked about, you know, joining the Navy. Like when I first joined, man, I was, you know, my ex-wife, she could tell you, you know, she thought I was an idiot, man. You know, so I wasn't really that good as a young man. You know, I did a lot of, you know, stupid stuff and whatnot. But then when it was time to be an adult, I couldn't really adult well. You know what I mean? So I joined because of that. Like in that last video I showed, I was talking about how I was doing like, what do you call it? I was working like part time at that point. You know, I went from full time to part time, and then I remember just working 2 weeks, man. And finally, at the end of that 2 weeks, I got like 300 something dollars. Never, ever, ever is that supposed to be a thing that as a man is good with. And I tell you, to me, man, I was good, man, as long as I could play my Call of Duty and all this stuff. And she didn't really like that, man. And I used to always be like, well, damn, like she tripping. She need to calm the hell down. But honestly, all right, the delivery was not the best, but it's right. As a man, if my kids are doing that right now, oh man, I wouldn't like that. If my sons are, you know, taking care of a lady and they're playing Call of Duty all day and, you know, living off them and stuff, dude. So that's why I ended up joining, because even though I was going to school, I was going to school for film, what was it, TV and film production, things of that nature. But I was kind of wasting my time. You know what I mean? And like I said, I'm a Christian and stuff. I grew up in a Pentecostal church and whatnot. There's some stuff about me. And I was around a whole bunch of people that love singing. You know, a whole bunch of people that love singing. You know, some of them, honestly, they had a little bit of feminine characteristics or effeminate characteristics. And they wasn't doing what men ought to do. Yeah, now we did have good examples in men, you know, around us and stuff. But we didn't, well, I didn't know what I didn't know. I didn't understand that, like, it wasn't always a good thing to hang out all night and not do anything else. It wasn't a good thing to not know how to do things for yourself and help other people. Yeah, we thought, yeah, to me at that time, I thought helping other people was things like, you know, maybe praying for people or try to, you know, do things of that nature. But I've had so many different walks of life and so many different patterns and paths in life where I tried to get right. That's why I ended up joining the Navy, because it was like, all right, something got to give. I got to be right somewhere. I got to be good somewhere. And you know, as I'm older now, with my ex-wife, I kind of understand more how, you know, she was, you know, kind of frustrated as I'm a young man and stuff because, you know, as a young man, man, I wasn't really succeeding. So now my question to some of you guys, man, do you guys think that, you know, joining the Navy or the military will help you succeed? If that's true, then how come we have videos like, did you see the video that I'm talking about with this sailor? He talking about Charlie Kirk and all that stuff, showing how you know, showing a good example of how we treat each other in the military and the Navy. Yeah, not really, right? We're in his uniform and everything, right? If the Navy makes you better, how does that guy end up making videos like that? Whole bunch of subscribers, you know, 1.5 million. How does that happen, right? So it's not always about the Navy and stuff. You know, some people try to join the Navy for the benefits and the education, but all those things tie into bettering yourself. But they don't want to better themselves. That's why they fail, right? So you got to really think about it. Are you up to bettering yourself? Like every time I see somebody when they in a situation where they're getting kicked out of the Navy, everybody has that common denominator where they're not too focused on bettering themselves. Yeah, most people are more about having fun and stuff, which fun is cool. I like fun too. Everybody likes fun, right? But some people, man, you got to be joining for the right reason. Education can be the only thing because some of the so people think that education is just, you know, getting a college degree and things like that. Sometimes education is actually understanding who you are as a person, learning your behavior and stuff. And I tell you, I didn't learn about education or learn about myself until I joined the Navy. That's why I joined, man, because all the resources and stuff, you know, behavior therapy, for example. I never, ever, 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 ever thought for a million years I'd be going to behavior therapy. And it really helped me out a lot. So that's why I ended up doing that. Just those resources and a whole bunch of other things. And has it been good to me? Yes. But have I screwed up and made bad decisions still in the Navy? Yes. Do I still do it? Yes. But the Navy, like, it can be a place where you better your life, but you can better your life working at Target. You can better your life working at Walmart or some Fortune 500 company. It's all about this right here, man. This person right here, that's what determines if you better your life or not. And don't get me wrong, joining the Navy, it can have a whole bunch of benefits because we got that community, right? In the military period, you got that community. But the ones that fail is the people that don't care about the community part of it, right? So, um, I don't know. So, I want you guys to really think about this. Like, is it really the right choice for you to do that, right? Are you trying to like find out? Are you trying to better your life, or like is Navy just something that you admire? Do you just admire like us servicemen and women? Because I tell you, like we not always like something to write home about. We imperfect people, just like every single person that's ever gonna watch this video. That's it, man. Right? Check how imperfect I am, man. I can't even, you know, make a damn hot dog with the marks like I be seeing on TV, man. You know, so that tells you right there, like, you know, how perfect we are. Right? I would have made this video, and if I would have tried to play the whole perfect front, I would have had the big grill out here. You know, I would have had the Budweiser. I got the Mickey Ultra. I would have, you know, had everything. You know, I would have had the chef hat on, all this get up and whatnot. Nah, man, this is how it is regular, man. All right. So, but yeah, just to let you guys know I'm going underway, man. And I just wanted to put something out there to you guys. I'm working on some other content, and I'd like for you guys to take a listen, man. If you guys, yeah, if you guys, all right, hey, I might have to edit that part out. Hey, so that's all I really have to add. Just some food for thought for you guys who are thinking about joining the military and everything, man. This is just a word of advice to you guys, man. Um, But here's the thing, man. If you guys are subscribers to the Deckplate Tone channel and you guys are watching my videos and stuff, you guys are champions, period, man. It don't matter if you join the military or not, right? Like, because at the end of the day, right, whether you're in your process of going through to see recruiters, or you thinking about it, you thinking about joining, or you getting ready to join IT, like having PT and things like that, or doing PT, getting in shape, like, you're all champs, man. You know, if you come in here and you having these conversations with me, you guys are champs, period. Everybody is a deck plate champion for a reason. The reason is we got to be champions, man. Everybody is always going to count us out. And everybody is always going to talk about what we didn't do, or how good we are not, and things of that nature. But if we don't look within ourselves, right? Some people, we don't look to God and those around us, our community around us, and people are going to keep on just, saying whatever, and we're just going to keep on believing it. So sometimes we got to have a little bit of heart, man. And I tell you, no matter what, you can join the Navy and whatever, but that don't make you a champion, man. What makes you a champion is the ability to, get up 10 fingers, 10 toes, and get after it every day. When you spot your weaknesses and you do something about it. All right. So that's all I got to say, man. Just being a little bit vulnerable right now. And if you guys appreciate what I'm talking about, make sure that you guys comment, like, subscribe, even share if you want. All right. I appreciate that. And if you guys don't, it's all good too. All right. And if you guys like more content like this, man, I'm not really going to edit this a whole bunch. So if you guys like more content like this, let me know in the comments, right? I would really appreciate that. And then stay tuned for the other videos, because they are coming, man. I guarantee you that. All right. Shout out to you guys. No further entries this page. Tony Tone is out.